what?
It's a what?
It's a Polar Express box.
A Polar Express
Box? Oh my gosh, what's in that box? Is there a long cord?
Is it a Polar Express train?
Just plug in. Oh man.
What is it?
A Polar Express box.
Oh, really?
Are you so happy?
Yeah, I know. I thought it
No, that's the last one.
Last
So
one.
strong.
So strong.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, you are.
Pop it. No way.
Open it up.
What is it?
It's a box.
Come here. Oh, okay. Come here. You happy?
Yeah.
Tell Uncle Ryan thank you.
Thank you, Uncle Ryan. And my present.
What is it?
Baba and my dad and my mommy.
All right.
Are you happy?
Oh my
Take
gosh.
that out. Remove the cover from the charger.
Oh,
Good.
he needs more help,
Go
Brian.
with the direction of this.
Some good paper.
Whoever wrapped that did a good, very good job.
All right.
Very good.
Okay, Jack. Okay, Merry Christmas and thank you, everybody.
Merry Christmas and thank you, everyone.
Okay.
Hello, all you fine people out there in YouTube land, and welcome to the January 2020 unboxing video. I meant to film this a lot earlier, but life got in the way, work stuff. My son absolutely loves this set and would not let me touch it at all, other than to set it up. So he's taking a nap. Hopefully I can get this filmed rather quickly while he is taking a nap. So let's move my cat and open this up. If you haven't figured it out, this is the Bluetooth capable Lion Chief Polar Express set by Lionel. This is the 2016 version. This set features a 284 Berkshire type steam locomotive and tender, 2 coach cars, an observation car, 4 articulated movie characters, 8 036 curved fast track sections, 3 10-inch straight fast track sections, 1 10-inch wall pack terminal fast track section, a wall pack power supply, a Lion Chief remote control for the engine, and the Polar Express bell. So, let's open it up. I'm not really a very big fan of this style of set box, but this is what Lionel has gone to, so I'm just going to have to live with it, I guess. Trigger, I will lock you up. Alright, so here we have the first layer of the box. I'm not sure how well you can see it, but we have the Polar Express bell right here, as well as the smoke fluid was in here. This has been opened already. This has been originally unboxed, I guess. Of course, Christmas Eve night, my boy wanted to play with this, so spare traction tires. The 4 articulated movie characters. This box right here contains the wall plug-in power supply. Got a little snack pack. The Polar Express little guard railing, I guess, for the rear of the observation car. We have the Lion Chief remote. This remote is very simple. On-off switch for the remote control. More you turn it this way, the faster it goes in reverse. More you turn it this way, faster it goes in forward. Bell, the special announcements button, and the whistle on the engine. And of course a nice little Polar Express there on the remote to differentiate it from any other Lion Chief remotes for any other sets you may or may not have in your collection. Now we'll get started on the engine. This locomotive is, as I said earlier, a 284 type steam locomotive. Now what that means for you, any newer hobbyists in the audience, steam locomotives are classified by wheel arrangement into rough groups. So what that means when I say 284 is 2 pilot wheels, 8 drive wheels, 4 wheels on the trailing truck of the locomotive. So as I said, a 284 Berkshire type locomotive. This engine features a die-cast metal body. There's a little bit of separately applied detail. The bell moves. Bell is separately applied. This little bit of whistle detailing here is separately applied. But the majority of the detailing on this engine is cast on to the boiler itself. The body of the engine is die-cast metal. The headlight is a little bit different from your typical train set Lionel engine. Most of the Lionel steam locomotives do not feature the headlight lens shield. You can see it there very prominently, and almost none of the Lionel train set engines feature this prominent of a cowcatcher pilot. The engine does have the full complement of rail sounds, or Rail Sounds RC is what Lionel is calling it. Has 3 stationary sound clips that it plays from the movie itself when you press the special announcements button on the remote control, as well as 3, I believe, sound clips from the movie Polar Express when it is in motion. An extra note about that, the sound clips. The first 2, you can play them pretty much back to back. For the third one, you have to wait about 15-20 second delay. Otherwise, it'll just keep cycling through to the between the first 2. Anyway, back to the engine. Features a maintenance-free engine, or motor rather. Features a powerful maintenance-free motor. Right here in the cab, you will see that it is very sparsely detailed. This is not a high-end collector's item. This is a starter type train set or collectible train set, but it is very much aimed at either the collector market or, you know, like beginner model railroaders, or just something to throw around the Christmas tree every year at Christmas time. While we're back here at the rear of the engine, you'll see there that how the drawbar is. It's, you know, like a slotted pin kind of deal. That is so that the electronics in the engine can communicate with the electronics in the tender. It's very simple. You just literally slide it into place. The numbering and lettering on this engine, what little bit there are very crisp and clear, and open, or not clear, but legible. No real bleeding to speak of. The running gear is minimal on the driving wheels and the piston, but like I said, beginner train set, not a scale train. It does feature a puffing smoke unit that is synchronized with the sound system, so every time you get a puff of smoke, it matches up with a chuff on the sound system. This will not give you a prototypical 4 chuffs per revolution of the wheel, You only get one chuff per revolution of the wheel, but for what it is, it's pretty good. And as I said earlier in the video, this is Bluetooth capable. You can control this with the Lion Chief app on your smartphone. So, moving on to the next item is, of course, what good is a steam locomotive without a tender? Now, in the tender, that's where you will find the speaker for the sound system. The body and the frame of the tender are plastic. The trucks are metal. They are die-cast metal, as are the couplers on the engine. Now, this does feature operational magnetic couplers, indicative of the thumbtack there. You can you can operate the couplers either remote control via a magnetic uncoupling track section, or you can use this little tab right here on the side of the knuckle and open it. Detailing on this tender is rather sparse and Spartan, but like I said, not a true scale model. It does feature a coal load, and there's the other side of the drawbar plug. There's the front of the tender. Like I said, very Spartan detailing, but still a nice set. My boy absolutely loves it. This was one of his 2 Christmas presents. Alright, so I removed the engine and remote control and all that other stuff. I just set it over. Here you find the little pamphlets and brochures that Lionel gives with every set. Join their Lionel Railroader Club and register the set for the warranty and all kinds of other little knickknacks like this right here. This multicolored piece is a subscription offer for O-Gauge railroading. And then of course a little Lionel Collectors Club of America newsletter flyer type of thing with a membership application right here. So, and the owner's manuals, the instruction manuals right here. Moving on to the next level. Here we find the coach cars. These passenger cars feature a plastic construction body, and there are little pins along the tops of the roof here that you can maybe hopefully barely see. And what those pins are is you can take those little articulated movie figures and attach them to the top of the train, and they stay in place. If you look closely, you can see there are little silhouettes and details in the windows of all the cars. This one looks like the broken toy car. They do feature interior illumination, and when it is going down the track, it does look pretty cool, seeing all the silhouettes in the window illuminated. 2 pickup rollers, 1 per truck. Plastic trucks, no, metal trucks. No, they're plastic. Plastic couplers, magnetic type couplers, and same thing, either with a magnetic uncoupling track section by remote control, or with the uncoupling tab right here on the side of the coupler. You see the underside detailing it's there. There's some. It's all cast in, but it's not, again, not a scale model. Very nice product, very good car, but not a scale model. I will say that I do like the snow effects on the roof. That does look cool. And here's a shot of the end of the car. Now the other coach is the exact same as that one, just different silhouettes in the window. You can see all the actual kids in the movie and whatnot in there. This is the observation car, and if I turn it around on this side, you see the Billy, I believe, the one kid that was kind of funky about Christmas, I guess. I will take this opportunity to go back to the top layer of the packaging, because as you can tell, the guard railing with the drum head, very nice little drum head I might add, it doesn't come on the car. You have to install it yourself. So we're going to try to do this where y'all can see it. All you do is line up these little tabs right here with these little tabs right here, and it just slides into place. It's not hard, but I'm not going to try and do it on camera, because then I'm going to get fat fingers and nothing's going to line up. You know, just like pretty much any time you try to do anything on camera for a YouTube video. It's very simple, it's very self-explanatory. I trust that you fine, intelligent folks out there in YouTube land can figure it out. So we'll remove this now, go to the next layer, and this is the box with the track in it. The 8 sections of curved 036 track, fast track, and the 3 sections of 10-inch straight fast track, as well as the wall pack section. And then this is just a cardboard spacer. This set is a fun set. I have noticed that every now and then the couplers don't want to actually line up and couple more than once. Trying to get cars to couple up or recouple, I've had to just close both knuckles and slide them over top of one another. Not at all dissimilar from the old style, like post-war Lionels. But overall, a very good set. We've had a lot of fun with it. Well, hello all you fine folks out there in YouTube land. We're going to continue this January 2020 unboxing video with this Lionel Mickey's Holiday to Remember train set. This set comes with a 440 General style locomotive and tender with a wood load, a boxcar, an animated gondola, a square window caboose, 8 curved 036 fast track sections, a 10-inch straight fast track plug extend play power section, a 10-inch wall plug section, and 2 10-inch straight fast track sections, as well as a 54-watt wall pack power supply and the Lion Chief remote control for the locomotive. So this is from 2016. The Polar Express is actually from 2017. My bad. So we'll open this up. I do like these boxes. They're a lot easier to work with. So just like the Polar Express, this has already been technically unboxed because my boy wanted to play with it the night he got it, so we weren't going to get a moment's peace until we made that happen. We'll start out with the remote control. Just like every other Lion Chief remote control, on off. Faster you go this way, faster it goes, or farther you go this way, faster it goes in reverse. Farther you go this way, faster it goes in forward. Bell, special announcements, and whistle. I will say with this set, one of the special announcements, there are 2 when it's moving. 3 when it's moving. One of the special announcements is deck the halls. When it's stationary, there are only 2, and one of those is deck the halls. Now we will open this up right here to reveal. We'll start off with the 54-watt power supply. Here we see the square window caboose. The caboose does not feature interior illumination. It does have some really cool looking, rather sharp graphics on it. No real bleeding or anything, or fuzziness that I noticed. Plastic trucks, plastic couplers, and they are the magnetic type couplers. You can open them either with a remote control track section or with the little uncoupling tab right there. And here is a shot of one end of the caboose. It looks the same on both ends. So we put that back. This is the tender. This tender does feature a metal frame, a stamped sheet metal frame, but the body is plastic construction. Good sharp graphics on it, very high gloss finish, and a plastic wood load over top. Just like that Lionel Polar Express, this set does feature the same type of drawbar. The trucks on the tender are metal, as well as the coupler on the tender. And here we have the locomotive. This is, as I said earlier, a Lionel 440 general type, American type steam locomotive. It features an operating smoke unit that is synced up with the sound system, the Lionel Rail Sounds RC sound system. So you got the bell, whistle, the chuffing sounds, the stationary steam sounds, a basic but complete variety of sounds from a steam locomotive. This engine does have more separately applied detailing than the Polar Express does. The hand railings are all separately applied. The bell, the steam dome, the sand dome, the whistle detailing here is all separately applied. As you can see, there's the other side of the drawbar. And I neglected to tell you all this, but on the Polar Express, in roughly the same location, there are these two switches. One turns the smoke unit on and off, the other turns the sound system itself on and off. With the sound system off, you still get the bell, the special announcements, and the whistle. You just don't get the puffing sound from the steam locomotive. And it's the same with this. With the sound off, you still get the bell, whistle, and special announcements. You just don't get the puff, 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 puff as it's going down the track. The smoke unit, that's easy. It's either on or it's off. Now, I know I said I like this style of train set box to a point. I like the slide off, not pull out. I do hate what I'm about to have to do, so to keep it family friendly and avoid me getting a lot of swearing on camera, I am going to shut it down and I'll turn it back on again once I have this flipped over. Alright, so here we have the underside of the box. Right here is where the caboose and the locomotive and remote control and all that wonderful stuff is. This is where the cars are. Trying to remember which one of these I cut. I think it was this, yes, it was this one. I don't like this style of train set box because if you actually use the box to store it, it's kind of a pain in the butt to put these back and try to hurry up and get it in before it's annoying. So here we have the box car. It's a standard Lionel traditional style 027 type box car. Plastic body, plastic frame, plastic trucks, plastic magnetic couplers. And I will note that while this is a good set, both myself and my son had a lot of fun running it. One thing we did not enjoy was the coupler on the A end of the car for the box car kept coming open. It kept popping open. What I found was this little tab right here up against the bottom of the drawbar that holds the knuckle closed wasn't properly seated all the way up against the car, so it was kind of hanging. There was a little bit of room there allowing that coupler to just pop open. So I jacked my wife for a hair tie to actually keep this closed. So I don't believe that every single Lionel Mickey's Holiday to Remember set has that problem, but if you do have that problem with this or any other Lionel set with the plastic style knuckle couplers, that's an easy quick fix that's not permanent like super gluing it. Next car is the animated gondola. This is not like your animated gondolas that have the electrically powered drive mechanism that operate off of a pickup roller on one or both of the trucks, but it actually operates off of a worm gear on the B end of the car. Now you hear me say A and B end. Well, the B end is the end of the car with the brake. The A end is the end of the car that does not have a brake. This car features a plastic style construction. The pile of gifts here is actually concealing the drive mechanism for Minnie and Mickey here, going around putting all the gifts up, sorting them, and when the car is moving, which one is it? This one. I'll try to do it manually. I'm not sure how well y'all can see it there, but they are moving a little bit. There they go. So when the train is making laps around the track, these guys move. It's a lot faster than that, I promise. It's a pretty cool animation to watch. And I ran into the same problem with the coupler on the A end of this car as well, with the same solution. So not a real big deal, but just be aware that if you do have that problem, that is a potential fix. Also be aware that be cognizant of where these little Mickey and Minnie figures are when you go to put the set back up so that they don't get damaged. The only thing left in this box is, of course, the only thing I haven't discussed yet, which is the track. All the track for this set is in this box right here, which explains the weird shape, because when it's sitting normal, bam, there you go. And of course, underneath all of that is I jokingly call it the propaganda file. It's got the register your product, your train set, O-Gauge, railroading magazine subscription offer, Lionel Collectors Club of America, newsletter, and membership application. And the owner's manual, instruction manual. Thank you for watching. I hope y'all enjoyed the video. I'll be getting some run videos up on this here pretty soon. So appreciate the support y'all give the channel. Stay tuned for February's unboxing and review video. That is going to be something really cool and really special, and I know you guys are just going to love it. This is the final item for the January 2020 unboxing and review video. My original TIU that I bought from Papa Ben's Trains, a little over a year ago, died. I'm guessing that my Lionel post-war style ZW fried it, because I opened it up and it was not pretty. So the ZW has been sidelined for now, and I'm going to be stuck running with my CW80s until I can afford to get a little bit more substantial power source. I've got a Lionel GW180 on my wish list, but I gotta try and find $200 to be able to afford it. This is the same as my old TIU. It does everything. It's standard TIU. If you've been in the hobby for a minute, you know what a TIU is, you know what it does. If you're new to the hobby, this is the brains of the MTH digital if you're new to the hobby, this is the brains of the MTH digital command system. This is what communicates with the remote control and actually sends the command information packets to a specific locomotive or consist of locomotives, so you can run them independent of one another or together consisted. Without this, you can't run DCS. I use DCS because it allows me to run my Lionel, TMCC, and Legacy engines in addition to my MTH DCS engines that I have in the collection with, for the moment, minimal investment. Here before too long, I will be planning on acquiring some more Lionel command control electronics. That way I can fully access and utilize the features of my Lionel engines, because there's a lot of stuff on the Lionel engines I cannot do with this. The basic stuff, firing them up, controlling them in a command control mode, more than one engine on the track type of deal. Wireless control with the remote control, yeah, I can do that. Blow the horn, ring the bell, activate the crew talk features, fire the couplers, I can do that. I can't consist the engines, the Lionel engines with this thing, and I cannot go in and make 95% of the fine adjustments you can as far as controlling the volume or changing speeds or anything like that. So to get everything out of my Lionels that I can, I'm going to have to eventually get Legacy and or TMCC control components. But for right now, this is what I'm running with, and I'm very happy with it. Thank y'all for watching, and happy rail fanning, y'all.